All right, so we're gonna do a little mini haul of what I got at Chelsea Market. So I went to Economy Candy, which is like a little candy store inside Chelsea Market, and it has like all the old school candies in there. Not all of them, but a lot of them. So I decided to get this Big League Chew. This is something that I used to eat when I was younger. So I was like, let me give me some of those. I got Jha these Pocky. They like these little chocolate covered little shortbread biscuits. I bought him a whole box from Costco's. He tore that up. So I was like, when I pick him up, I think that's cool. Like when you pick your kid up, you should have like a little gift for them. My mother used to do that when we was younger. And then lastly, I got my uncle some Boston babies because his name is Boston. So I would always buy them for him, but they don't have them in the stores like they used to. So I said, that's cool. Guess how much all that candy y'all cost me? $10 plus the bag was $1. So yeah. See how times change. The next thing I did was they have a part in the Chelsea Market where there's like a lot of freelance artists and vendors, etc., etc. So I figure like that's where I really like to contribute, especially when they're local artists. Like I think that if you're from somewhere, you should always support like your local artists and stuff like that. So that's what I did. So I stopped and I saw this guy, and he gave me this bag. This is such a cute little tote bag. If you could see it from here, it's just like a little yellow. I'll probably end up giving this to my mother, but he was a photographer, and he said that all the pictures that he has, he shot. So this is just like a picture of the Empire State Building and just like the viewpoint of being, I don't know where this is, probably like an observation deck. But he had a lot of different photos. I kind of wanted to give him my opinion because he said, oh, I take all the pictures myself. And I started to tell him, like, you need to take some more pictures like in Brooklyn, because a lot of people are from Brooklyn. Like all his pictures was in Manhattan, which is cool and probably good for tourists. But as a native New Yorker, you need to take pictures of other boroughs, not just Manhattan. And oh, so that photograph is, let me tell y'all the size of it. So the size of it is a 11 by 14. So I'm gonna probably end up framing this. And that was $38, which I think is crazy expensive. But again, I'll be like trying to support these people. The next thing I got is a t-shirt from this company called Pace. He actually had a lot of other t-shirts that I wanted to get to, but he was pretty pricey as well. It was overpriced, but again, like I said, I like to support the local artists whenever I can. So I saw this t-shirt. It is, if y'all could see it, it's like a spray can and it says Brooklyn on it. And I just thought it was so cute. And I like to buy like vintage t-shirts like this. And it's really, the t-shirt itself is really, really like, I could tell that it's not a cheap t-shirt. This is like quality t-shirt, and they have the label inside. So if any of you are interested, this is the name of the company. I'm quite sure they have a website, and this is a t-shirt. They had a lot of other t-shirts there, and I like this one. They have some other ones. He was like, this t-shirt was $45. And then he said it was 2 for $80. So anybody interested, again, this is his card. And that's the website. So you could go on there and make a purchase. And then he had this little bag too that matched the company name. So I thought that was cute. So that was really it. I didn't buy anything else. I just felt like, you know, that was good enough to get out the room and just do the things that I knew I wanted to do today, because those was actually the two things I wanted to do. I wanted to go to Chelsea Market and I wanted to go to Little Island and, you know, just check it out and see how it was. both are worth visiting. Like I said, I showed y'all a little bit of it when I was like filming and stuff, like walking through it. I would like to go back another day and just kind of try a few different places, because when my main focus when I went out initially was oysters, or that's what I wanted. And so when the first place I seen that said oysters, I was like, ooh, let me go. And they was pretty pricey, but the oysters was nice and fresh and good. Customer service was good. I had two glasses of Prosecco, 12 oysters, and that main dish. So that ran me about $100, which is expensive and crazy, but that's just New York. Especially being over here on this side of town where it's a lot of tourists, the Highland, the little island and stuff. So I know it's pretty expensive. Plus you got to take into consideration like what they're probably paying for like rent. I was talking to the lady yesterday that owns the braiding shop that I went to, and she told me she paid $8,000 for her space. And I was like, damn, like that's a lot. But it is Manhattan, but it's Harlem, you know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be a little cheaper because you're not down here, you know. So yeah, y'all, it is probably about 7 something. I don't know if I'm gonna decide to go downstairs, because like I told y'all before, Tao is downstairs and Catch Steak is downstairs, so I could actually go downstairs and catch a drink. But I spent a lot of money already today, and then I still got like my brunch tomorrow. So I really wanted to film on my camera. I didn't want to do everything on my phone. But I don't know what to do. I don't know if I really don't want to buy another charger. I do not want to buy another charger, because I just feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why do I need to buy another charger? I would like to go downstairs and take some pictures, because of course I'm going to show y'all the lobby. It's like really a nice place to take some pictures. But I don't feel like it. I don't feel like doing my makeup. I don't feel like getting dressed. But that's how I feel right now. I don't know if I'm gonna feel like that a little later in the day. But yeah, y'all. So I done came in. I took a shower, because you know, all that walking and sweating, I was like, yeah, I need to take a shower. So I just took a shower. I'm waiting for my delivery to be made, and then I'm not hungry. And then I'm just gonna decide if I'm gonna go ahead and get dressed and go downstairs and catch a drink, or am I gonna just lay down and use my boyfriend, if you know, you know, and then go to sleep. Or I don't know what I'm gonna do, y'all. But anyway, either way you look at it, I will catch y'all in the next clip, and you will see what the outcome of this night will be.
I'll be close fans.
Another vlog. So today is September 7th. It's a Saturday, and I am currently, it's about a 7:45. I start work today at 8:30. I'm working from home, and yeah. So Right now I'm just making some coffee. I use this almond creamer, the Silk almond creamer, and I make fresh pots of coffee every single day. It saves money from buying coffee outside, A, and B, I like freshly brewed coffee. I really, 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 really like freshly brewed coffee. And then I take my little gadget and stir it, and then we have a fancy cup of coffee. Actually good. I don't have to put any kind of like sugars or anything in it because yeah, it's already sugar in it. So I know I'm looking a mess right now, but like I said, I just woke up probably like maybe almost an hour ago. Did not want to get up, but lately this whole week actually, I just haven't been sleeping well. Like I can't stay asleep. Something is either waking me up or something of that nature. Yeah, so there's usually something like that going on. Let me see if I put y'all over here where the lighting be a little bit better. Yeah. So yeah, this whole entire week I have just been super duper. I don't know what it is. Like, first I know like part of it had to do with anxiety because Jha started his new school this week. I just gotta catch y'all up on a few things. He started his new school this week, and it was like, all right, so the new school started on Thursday, so I still had to go to the office like Tuesday and Wednesday. So he had to go Tuesday, and then Wednesday I could no, first of all, Monday night I could not sleep. Forced myself to go to work into the office. So he was still going to his old daycare, right? School, whatever, right? And then Wednesday comes and it's the same thing. I could not get up, y'all. I couldn't get up to go to work. I couldn't get up to take Jha to school. I was exhausted because now that was like 2 days basically back to back of not getting efficient sleep. So it's like I would fall asleep, but I just couldn't stay to sleep. I kept waking up, waking up, waking up. I don't even know why. I relaxed myself. I took my Tylenol PMs. I started spraying myself with this magnesium. I'm gonna show y'all what it is. So I started spraying myself with this, and I just spray it like right on my chest and stuff. And I just wanted to try it because Peyton Charles, she says she was using it to spray on her feet, and I sprayed it on my feet one night because she didn't indicate to us like where did she spray herself on her foot, but I put it on the bottom of my foot. But the texture, I didn't like the way it felt. So I just sprayed it on my chest, and I thought it was kind of working. But anywho, no sleep Monday, no sleep Tuesday. So Wednesday I was done. And the days that I go to the office are like the most like demanding days for me because it's like I gotta get up earlier than Jha, get myself ready, dressed and ready. Because when I go to work, I try to look decent. You know what I'm saying? Beat my face a little bit. I don't go crazy, but beat my face a little bit. Then I gotta get Jha up. Then I gotta get him out the door, and then him to his daycare, and then back. Like it's Tuesday and Wednesday are usually the most hectic days for me. Wednesday I was out of it. I was like, yeah, it's not happening. I was exhausted. So then, and I kind of thought of it like maybe he needed like a 1 day of just a break before he just start a new school. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes sense to y'all, but I was like, let me get him a little break. So we did that. What else happened? So my mother was asking me to come. She wanted to be there for Jha's first day of school, but she was going to meet me there at the school. And the morning of, like, I wake up, I usually, like I told y'all before, and we're going to talk about how I reset and how I plan my weeks and how I'm able to get certain things accomplished. I'm not a perfect mom, but I'm trying different methods to see what's more efficient for me to be the most productive and to be less stressed. But we'll get into that in the next conversation. So anyway, back to Thursday. My mother wanted to be there for the first day of school, so she was supposed to meet me at the school at 8 o'clock. I wake up in the morning at 6 o'clock and I see a message from her. She's like, oh, she takes Accessoride. If any of you guys don't know about Accessoride in New York City, I don't know if you have it in your city or whatever, but she takes Accessoride, which is just basically like a car service for disabled, elderly people. Basically, they only pay the price of like the regular train, and it's like an actual car picking them up and taking them places, blah, 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 blah. So she's like, the Accessoride messed up, and she's gonna have to come to my house. So I was like, okay, me thinking she's probably gonna get to my house like closer to the time that Jha has to be to school. Y'all, while I'm in here, and she calls me about 6:45, and she's like, oh, I'm I'm at, did you get my message? I'm like, yeah. She's like, oh, well, I'm at your house. I'm like, at my house where? She was like, oh, I'm at your door. I'm like, what? So this is 6:45, mind you. Jaw's not up yet, which I was about to wake him up, like probably in another 5 to 10 minutes. But she came. So anyway, she comes, and I have a routine in the morning. So like when I get up in the morning, I get myself together first. Like for the first hour, that's why I get up an extra hour earlier. It's for me. It's for me to make my coffee. It's for me to use the bathroom, take a shower. It's for me. Then I get him up. What I do, he's still in his crib. Yes, he's still in his crib, y'all. But it's a big crib. And he can't climb out. But that helps me, because if I get him up, he's gonna be in my way. He's gonna be in my way. Which once I take the rail off, because that's all I have to do. I just have to take the rail off the front, and then he'll be like free, because he's doing really good with his potty training, y'all, but we'll talk about that at another day too. So it's like I have to take it off, because he calls me. They take him out the crib so he could go to the potty. So anyway, I know I keep getting sidetracked. So she comes. I'm like, listen, I was not expecting you. I need you. Of course, when she comes, she wants to wake up Jha. I'm like, I need you and Jha to go in the room while I finish doing what I got to do. Whatever that is. Get himself together. Get myself together. Like, you're in the way, pretty much. So they go in the room, and then I'm like, and while you at it, like, you get him dressed. Like, here go, in the morning time, I always take like a little bowl. This is the bowl I use. I take the bowl and I put water and soap in it, and I just wash his bottom area. I don't touch his chest and his neck and stuff like that, because he probably had a bath the night before. And it's, the temperatures in New York are just very, very bipolar. It's just so easy for a kid to get sick or human to get sick. You never want to try to, like, make sure you always keep that neck covered up. You know what I'm saying? Especially right now when it's fluctuating up and down. It's 80 degrees one day, then it's 50 degrees another day. Anyway, she gets him dressed. We go to the school, and the teacher had like a little mini, I'll insert like some clips or whatever. The teacher had a mini like meeting, like just introducing themselves and telling us like, what to do and where to find certain information, what to bring, etc., etc. So that's basically what was going on. And so that happened on Thursday. And then Friday, so the first day of school, y'all, he liked it. We left, me and my mother, we stayed with him probably for like a half an hour, and then we left, and he said, bye, mommy. And then coming to pick him up, he was so happy to see me. And then Friday was the same deal. I had a crazy morning, y'all. But anyway, we'll talk about that too. But anyway, Friday I took him to school, and then he left. He said, bye, mommy. And then coming home, he was just really excited to see me when I pick him up. But again, I'll put the clips in. But I don't know. So far, when I first went to the school to register him in the summertime, I kind of felt like I was gonna like it anyway. And I like the way they have like the pre-K kids like on the other side of the school. They have their own interests, and because I think that would be overwhelming for them to see like the older kids and stuff like that. I think the school go up to like 5th grade or whatever. So he's in uniform. I decided to just put him in uniform because honestly, trying to figure out what he's gonna wear every single day is not something I want to be doing. So he is in uniform, which is tan pants and a blue shirt. So my mom kind of helped me buy that kind of stuff, and yeah, so that's pretty much it. And I think maybe that's probably why I couldn't sleep too, because I did have a little anxiety about like I was having anxiety about a new school because I don't know how he was going to react to it. You know what I'm saying? This is the realities. For people that don't have kids, these are the realities and these are the nuances that people don't tell you about, because I think probably they forget. But, you know, having anxiety about leaving your child somewhere every day is something that is not talked about at all. I have a really high anxiety because I think about all the things that can possibly happen, especially in schools. And it doesn't matter where your child is. When you leave a child to try to go to work, or for them to, he needs to, it's not even so much like you having to go to work, but he needs to socialize and he needs to learn. So it's like you have to take them to school, but it's just like things can happen everywhere. But you will drive yourself crazy. Like I've driven myself crazy when I first had to put him in daycare, like where he's gonna go, who's these people gonna act. And it was, you know, a little delayed with his speech at first. So I was like, is he gonna be able to communicate to me when something is wrong and how, or can I sense it? It's like my anxiety level. And then I'm taking advice from people like, make sure you pay attention to how he act when you pick him up. Make sure you pay attention to how he act when you drop him. Like all these things are going in my head, mind you, on top of everything else. Like I gotta work and I gotta take care of the household and stuff. And I also, when I dropped him on Thursday, my mom ended up coming back to my house, and she stayed until her accessory ride came. And then I went to the gym because I haven't been in the gym, y'all. Like I couldn't go to the gym because they closed the kids room. So it's been, and I could have went walking on the boardwalk. Yes, it's with Jha, but he's not in the stroller and no anymore. So it would be like all I would be doing is chasing Jha down the boardwalk. You know what I'm saying? So, and when I went to the gym, I did about 40 minutes on the treadmill, and then that whole day, like I just felt so much more. I worked out for 40 minutes and I just felt so much more energy throughout the whole day. I came home, I cooked. Did I cook that day? I don't remember. I think I cooked or I did dishes, and I just felt all through the day, I just felt so much better. Like, so basically for the past, let's see, April, May, June, July. Wait, April, May, June, July, August. So for the past 5 months, y'all, I have not been working out. I don't know if y'all noticed, and then I took that kind of hiatus off of YouTube, but I have not been working out. I just initially when I stopped, it was because I started doing a master cleanse back to back, and I just didn't want to work out and cause myself to get hungry. Because when you start working out and you use the energy, then you're gonna want to eat. You know what I'm saying? And when I was fasting, I didn't want to put that kind of extra hunger, on me. So that's why I stopped. And then when he stopped, so then I was going through that. Then when he stopped going to daycare, when daycare ended, when 3K ended in June, it was like the first week of June, second week of June. I was like, damn, I thought the kids go all the way into the end of June. And so I couldn't afford, once 3K, and of course now I would have to pay the regular daycare prices. And I couldn't afford for him to go every day. I could only afford for him to go to the 2 days that I go to the office. So going to the gym was out of the equation because the only time I get to go is when he's in school now. Then like I said before, my gym canceled the kids room because he would have just had to go with me. You know what I'm saying? They canceled that or whatever. I guess they just didn't want to deal with the responsibility of kids and whatever. It's a LA Fitness, by the way. Oh, I'm sorry, a LA Fitness signature. Anyway, what else was I gonna say? So for the past, because I don't think I divulged this to you guys, but I would say starting like the beginning, was it the beginning? No, it was like the mid-June. I would say actually after I came back from Mexico, I completely and utterly came on this really, really, really bad like depression. Now, this has not happened to me in such a long time. I honestly think that it started before I went to Mexico, but then I didn't really like really I don't want to say I didn't notice it, but I think I was trying to avoid it like for a minute. And I would say that it probably started around the time that I stopped going to the gym. Now that I think about it, because I did not want to cook. I didn't want to, like, I mean, cleaning is something that I have to do, but I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to cook because I didn't want to clean. I was just like, yeah, I would say that it started when I stopped going to the gym. So this is what's bringing it home. I'm sorry I'm talking y'all faces off. It started around the time I stopped going to the gym. It did. Now that I think about it. And this is why, like, I'm telling y'all right now, like, when you find out the things that keep you balanced, when you figure that out, you need to basically continue to do those things so you're not off balance. So for me, I'm gonna give you an example of what the things I have to do in order to stay balanced. Number one, I have to work out. Working out for me is not just about getting in shape per se, although of course that's going to be ultimately be my goal, but it's more of for my mental state. Working out, you exude endorphins, and those are like the stress hormones, you know what I'm saying? Like, you need to get that out of you. If it was up to me, I would be at the gym every day or most days. It's very, very therapeutic for me. I get on a treadmill for about I try to do at least 60 minutes on a treadmill now. If I get bored, I have to alternate certain machines, because I do get bored quickly, between the Stairmaster and the thing. So I go through phases. It's basically it's no kind of like, oh, I do this for 3 months and then I do this for 3 months is when I get bored. So I alternate those two machines. I haven't really been lifting as much, which I want to get back into, because I usually try to go to like a CrossFit class. Before I was trying to go once a week, but it's just it's not realistic for me, and it's not financially like smart for me to go right now, because I don't have a membership to the CrossFit gym. I have to pay like a day fee, which it's not that expensive. It's only $20 for now, because I got a feeling he gonna change it. But I would incorporate that as well during my week for the lifting aspect, because I don't really know what to do in the gym anymore. I used to know, but I don't know anymore what to do. And I need to find that out. But I do like going to CrossFit. If it was up to me, I would substitute going to the gym and go to CrossFit, because I would get in shape quicker. If you want to know what CrossFit is, just Google it. And so I think I told y'all about it before, and I think I even put it on the channel. But if it was up to me, I would go 3 to 4 times a week. But he wants I think it's $175 a month. Crazy. but it works. It works. You will transform your body within, like, I would say if I was doing CrossFit 3 times a week, I wouldn't say I would say my body would be transformed within like 6 months. 3 to 6 months of consistency, because you have to be consistent with it. I would say 3 classes a week for 6 months, you're going to start seeing some change. And of course, you have to change your diet. But anyway, y'all, so when I realized that I was going through it, because at first I think I didn't realize it, and then when I realized that it was kind of too late, and it was like a multitude of factors that went into why, not just the not working out part, but it was like other things that was going on in my life, that it wasn't like crazy stuff, but it was just stuff when you're trying to change yourself and change certain the things you do and alter your brain and have a try to put a different lens on it. It's really hard. And I think another part that nobody kind of like talks about is when you're changing, how it affects the people around you. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, I've always been the go with the flow person, the people pleaser pretty much, you know what I'm saying? And now that I'm not I'm not going to say I'm not a people pleaser, but I would say now that I have now that I have really like decided that that is no longer serving me, the other people around me are having a hard time, put it like that. They are having a hard time. And so when you have to make those changes because it's no longer serving you, nobody talks about the people around you and how they are like, what the fuck is wrong with you? They think you're crazy. They think you're outlandish because they're so used to getting their way. You know what I'm saying? But once you start deciding what's no longer serving you and you starting to practice it within yourself, within your friends and your family and your relationships, it's like they be like, what the fuck is wrong? What is wrong with this girl? What is wrong with her? And so that is what I'm going through as well. So I think I'm, although I'm not disappointed in myself for going through the depression thing, what I did learn is when you're starting to feel like that, it's almost better to just let yourself go through it. It's almost better to let yourself go through it. Go through that little, go through it, cry, you know, lay down, whatever it is that you do, but you have to come to the point where it's like, okay, it's time to stop. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to stop. You got to get yourself back together. So that's what we doing basically. Also, I was telling y'all before, like how to define the stuff that balances you. Also, for me, another thing is church. I just feel like your blessings hit different when you actually go into the house of the Lord. I've seen it. I know it. I witness it day to day, that, you know, and the differences between people that actually go in his house and the people that don't. And a lot of people try to sit there and say, oh, well, I love the Lord because I pray every day. And it's like, okay, so do I. You know what I'm saying? And it's nothing more selfless than to get up on a Sunday morning and just spend a couple of hours in his house, you know what I'm saying, and just worship him and serve him, and be around like-minded individuals that's doing the same thing, and having other people pray for you. It's just like I said, the blessings hit different for me. But that's my experiences, that's my journey. You do whatever you want to do. I'm just letting you know what keeps me balanced. Another thing that keeps me balanced is doing stuff that I like to do, being creative in a way. Like doing YouTube to me is creative. And you know, I took a hiatus, right? So when, you know, I have to do something that's creative, you know what I'm saying? Because that is who I am. I'm very creative. I got so many things in my brain, like so many ideas of different type of stuff that I want to do eventually, and I have to get it out. I have to get it out. So sometimes you'll see like my highs and lows, and when I'm more creative than not, etc., etc. Also, I was thinking of possibly starting like a small little business, not business, but yeah, kind of like a little hustle, you know, because I do need some extra money every month. And so I was thinking about, you know, doing like something small, like just maybe doing double eggs. Like the holiday season is coming up. Maybe I'll do double eggs because my double eggs is bomb, y'all. And maybe get a couple of orders, but I still haven't decided yet. I am very indecisive. I'm a Leo because I try to think about how much, you know, some people just do things and they just jump into it. They're not thinking about the logistics. They're not thinking about the time being spent. They're not thinking about the supplies that need to, like, I think about all those things because that is just the reality, you know? So, yeah. So I'm thinking about that, but of course I'm not rushing into it, because I still feel like not only do I need to think about it, I also need to pray on it and wait for God to give me an answer. I've also come to the realization, it's going to be a long rant, y'all. I also came to the realization that I want to move from here. I want to move. I'm putting it out in the universe that I want to move from here. I've been in this apartment for almost 10 years. And it's time for me to go, y'all. Like, I have been miserable. That was another thing that kind of got me down because I think I told y'all before, they're doing the scaffolding outside. They're doing the balconies over, and this experience has been just so miserable for me. Not only has it been just noisy, inconvenient because I work from home, and also they're like, whatever they're using, the dust is coming in my house, and I have to call my cleaning lady so she can come and like dust everything. I was trying not to call her because I need to cut back on my expenses. And I know y'all saying like, well, you could clean yourself, and it's like, yes, I can. But with a three-year-old toddler, me working 5 days a week, and me being the only one responsible for his going, his coming, my going to coming, making sure this is done, that's done, da 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 da, it comes to be overwhelming, and I need help. This is the other part about it, because initially I was like, you know, should I be ashamed that I have somebody to help me clean? And then I thought about it like this. Gone are the days of us and our culture making things harder for us than we have to be. Like, I know my mom did everything. She cooked, she cleaned, she, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, of course, by the time we was of age, she had us doing it too. She did not delay. But it's time to work smarter and not harder. And the money that I spend for my cleaning lady to come here once a month is money that I would spend going to do something else. You know, she's pretty reasonable. And I need help. Nobody comes and asks me if I need help. Nobody asks me if, you know, they can help me, you know, do a thing of laundry. I don't have that village as of yet. So I have to pay for my village. And that's all I ask the Lord, is to bless me financially so that I can have a bigger village, because Lord knows I need a nanny, babysitter, something. Like, I need a little extra help. I don't have that right now. You know, Jha, you know, he goes to my mom, and then he goes to his father's mom, and they help out when they can. You know what I'm saying? I had a child at a you know, 37, so they're older, and you know, their health are not the best, and their patience ain't the best, and they just don't make grandmas like they used to. Like, not my grandmother and them. Like, no, these ones right here is a whole nother deal. Like, I mean, whew, like, don't get me wrong, they take their grandkids, but they don't take their grandkids the way my grandmother used to take us. No. So yeah, I don't have none of that, y'all. I'm alone, I'm isolated. I have expressed the need for certain things, and again, you know, I don't have that. And that's part of the why I had to learn how to, you know, Stop pouring into other people, because it does not get returned back to you. If I tell you how much I've been there for people, or how much I've over been there for people, honestly, and you get none of that in return, and then they answer, well, you didn't ask me, you didn't ask me, and I, my rebuttal would be, did you ask me? You know what I'm saying? So, but it's all good. I think that lessons needed to be learned about certain people, and how they move with you and how you move with them, and how now it's time for you to pour all that back into yourself now. So that's what I'm going through. What else? The love life. I'm starting to think maybe I shouldn't share with you guys like what I have been experiencing lately, because I don't know, like I just feel like it's nothing bad though, y'all. It's nothing bad. I just think that maybe I need to keep it to myself, and not divulge every little thing that I experience. But I don't really think I divulge everything, but I don't know. I just think maybe I need to start to keep things private. I know it's entertaining, especially for people that aren't dating or aren't like, they want to date. But I would say is right now, I don't have a boyfriend yet. I don't have a boyfriend yet. To be honest with y'all, in my reflection and my thoughts and my thinking, I do not have the capacity. I don't have the capacity for a relationship. I think that there are times where I'm so busy with trying to keep up with Jha, do his thing, do whatever, keep up with my stuff, and then keep up with my work. I have 12 people that report to me, and so it is difficult. It is difficult. So there are times where I am literally just like tapped out, and I don't want to be obligated to do anything. I don't want to be obligated to call nobody back. I don't want to be obligated to send nobody no pictures. I don't want to be obligated to cook nobody no meals. I don't want to be obligated to spend no time with nobody and go out on no dates. Like, I do not want that right now. And once I came to that realization, things just started to feel a little bit more like woosah. Like the expectation factor of everything is just like, unless somebody comes in my life and they make my life easier and not harder, that is probably the only way that someone can get through the crack of my world, you know what I'm saying, and what I have to offer. And even then, I don't have much to give. I'm not helping nobody out financially. You need to have your own, you need to be able to take on your own responsibilities. And then occasionally, if I ask you like, hey babe, can you help me with this? I'm a pretty responsible person, so if I ask you for something, it will most likely be like something extra that I need, or who knows what it might be, you know what I'm saying? But there's that. I'm really considering, like, for the holidays, like, I'm not doing anything. Last year I hosted Christmas. This year I'm not hosting. Thanksgiving, I usually go to my best friend's house, or I go to my own house. I'm always out for Thanksgiving. This year I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying home. I'll make me a Jha+The roasted chicken and like some little Thanksgiving food, and that's it. I'm not doing nothing, y'all. His birthday is coming up. My mother just called me yesterday to ask me what I want to do. Do I want to take stuff up to the school? And I told her I don't. That stuff gets to be super duper expensive. I'm planning on taking him to Disney next year. And Disney is expensive. That whole trip is going to be expensive. So I need to start planning for that. And she's like, oh, well, it's his first year of school. And I'm just like, who celebrates the first year of school? Like, okay. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to remember it. Like, it's not necessary. Like, and me and her thought process is just totally different. Like, I'm just not that type of person. Like, y'all could see me with the glitz and the glam and everything, or think that I'm bougie. And I am a little bougie, I guess. I just like nice stuff. And I feel like I work super duper hard, and I should have a massage here and there. I should be able to go out to eat because, like I said, I'm I'm the only captain of this ship. So it's like whenever I get a chance to celebrate myself, oh, you damn right, I'm gonna celebrate myself, and I'm doing it. It ain't like I'm asking anybody to do it. I'm doing it myself. So I feel like I should. And but like I said, then it comes a time where it's time to cut back, and that's where we are. Like, I have to cut back. I'm gonna stop getting my nails done. That's why they looking all crazy right now. I'm just gonna take these off, and I'll just be getting pedicures. Once these braids come out, it'll be back to wigs. I am gonna order me like maybe 2 more wigs, because I'm not gonna probably get my hair braided again until maybe next summer. And the fitness regimen, it has to kick in, and I'm trying to work through that. I just really didn't want to get on any kind of like drugs or anything. Like, I really just want to keep my body like as healthy as possible. I want to do the master cleanse again. So I got like a lot of stuff going on that I want to just do it one step at a time, and just go from there. And as far as like the goals, me wanting to move, that has just something that just kind of like came up for me. Gotta pray on that. And once I pray on that, then I'm gonna start packing slowly, because I'm a strong believer, if you ask God for something, then you need to move in that mannerism. You know what I'm saying? I want a new career. I'm gonna start, like, that's something else that I have to start to think about, how I'm gonna manifest that. But the moving, I am gonna start packing soon. And I think that's gonna help me move. But girl, I don't know how. Y'all pray for me, send all your blessings my way. But I've been looking at 2-bedroom apartments, and because it's like, I want something nice. Like, I want something nice. I'm not saying it has to be this, but I want something nice. I want granite countertops or fake granite countertops, and I want like lighting, and I just want something good for me and my son. And I've been looking and I've been seeing like 2,500, 3,000. Also, I was going to tell y'all, like, the other part of the frustration about me living here is just like, I live on a very high floor. When I get downstairs to the main floor, I have to walk like across a whole lot to get to my parking space. And it's just inconvenient. You know what I'm saying? Even when I go to pick him up from school the other day, it's like I have to wait for the elevator. It's the middle of the afternoon. It's super duper busy. Like, I literally have to plan certain things in this building when I want to go do something, because it's a big building and it's a lot of stuff going on. Now we got these contractors in and out the building. So I'm tired. And it's not kid friendly to me. Like, it's not kid friendly to me. It's very inconvenient. And don't get me wrong, I thank God that I have an apartment. I thank God that I have a parking space, and how much I pay for my parking space, and how much I pay for this apartment. But I feel like I'm ready. I'm 41. I'm ready for like a bigger space and just a nicer place. You know what I'm saying? So with all I'm doing, I think I've probably been talking for like an hour. Yeah. So anyway, I hope you like this discussion we had. It's just like I don't know, like a catch up. I want to start doing more of these. I don't know if it's boring to you guys to hear like my complaining or whatever you want to call it, or whatever. But I'm glad that you tuned in. Stay tuning in. I'm not gonna give up on the YouTube, y'all. Like, I was considering it, but I just think this is one of the things that I need to keep. Just it's a slow burn. Aaliyah Face actually put up a video on TikTok about this. Like, YouTube is a very slow burn. But if you stay grounded, and she said it's a community, and I like the fact that she said that, meaning, the people that follow you, like, they're like damn near family, and they follow your journey, and that's why they're so, like, they're still there. So I needed to hear that, because it was definitely a word. But anyway, I'll see y'all later. Bye.
She a mom, baller, lifestyle, vlogger, toner, on it, yeah, toner, on it, you got it, flaunt it, yeah, this is the life. She do what she want, yeah, she living it right. She do what she want, yeah, she living it, yeah.